Hey guys, so here I go with my, I think I'll do about a video a day, and then I will, from now on, for the second one, I did one yesterday, and today is day number 2, about 24 hours later. It's about a good pace, I think. And I'm sitting here at my workstation again, and looks like I have up over here the email that just went out for the video yesterday. And on my big screen here, I have the email sending out what I did yesterday. I'm gonna do it in more quick succession, but I had to go chat up 20-something girls last night after I got done with the last one. It is what is it? It's a fault, because I can. It's kind of like the joke of why do dogs lick their balls? Because they can. Right? So I can go and talk to 20-something hot Thai women. It's not like I bring them back, but we talk and chat. I talked to one last night. I'll tell you a story. I talked to one last night. She's 25. She's unusually tall, so I thought she was a ladyboy. And but she's no, and she offered for me to check, which I didn't take up the offer. But she's beautiful. She's rather tall, and she's only 25 or so. And she tells me, I love old men. Her last boyfriend was 71 years old, 10 years older than, 10 years older than me. What do you make of that? You know, everybody says, oh, it's impossible. You know, they laugh at you. No, they don't. She tells me genuinely everything she loved about him. It's not true. So, if you find information that conflicts with your view or your worldview or whatever, your idea, then you need to probably assess it and either make an argument against it or change your mind. Change your mind. Oh, the other thing is this is line, and that I don't know if you can see it. The okay there is from my 29-year-old Thai girl, where I told her to do something, and I get a big emoticon or whatever, sticker or whatever they call them, back saying, okay, and that's how you want it to be. Right? But the thing is, it's a two-way street. You don't tell them to do stupid shit. You don't tell them to just do it because I say. You give them reasons. Say, you know, you need to do this because of this and this and this, and you probably know I've done a GoFundMe for the shop, the clothing shop, and so that it's about that. I'm almost at 50%. I lowered the goal from 25,000 to 10,000 once we got going. I said, you know, it's not going to cost that much money, and once it gets up and rolling, it's going to be self-sustaining and do everything we want. So let's be fair to the donors. You know, you at freetheanimal.com, it's right in the upper right. You can see the GoFundMe. Just click on it, right? What I'm trying to do is like basically 5, 10, 15, 20 bucks from a lot of people. You know, almost at 4,000, but it's only from like 70 people. That's an average of about $60 each. You know, and that's good. Thank you very much. Lovely. One lady even donated $500. $500. Think of that, right? So, I bless your heart. I forget her name, maybe Jacqueline or something. I forget her name, but you know, that is adorable. It really is. And so I'm trying to do this. So I'm almost halfway to goal. So we got, and in just over a month, 6 weeks, I guess, right? And very humbling for me. Very humbling for me. And thank you from the bottom of my heart. I want to talk about, and I'm back, and the frame probably looks a little bit different, and that's because when we were about 5 minutes and something into it, the battery on the phone died. So what I did is I pulled it out and put it in the charger, and I went to the pool, and I chatted up a young Russian woman, doesn't speak much English, but there's in this it's kind of like equivalent to your what's going on with my collar? It's kind of equivalent to your townhome complexes, right? This is gated, and there are a number of both Russians and Ukrainians who live here. How funny is that? I get along with both of them swimmingly. We talk at the pool. I should do the next video, like do a tour of the pool and the workout room and the sauna. They have a sauna here. It's just 100 meters down the street from me. So that's what I did. Her English is not good, but I have a couple of other Russian friends, Konstantin and Marina, both Russians. They've been my friends for a while, but they went to Moscow for 2 weeks and came back. They're back here. So I guess the whole travel restrictions and everything are lifted, and they've got their vaccine passports or whatever. I don't. It's the most ridiculous thing. I mean, I got the last vaccine I remember is when I was like 9 years old in grade school, right? COVID is a joke for me, and if COVID can kill you, it's good. It's good. Culling of the planet, right? I would not want to save anybody who could die of COVID. I'm dead fucking serious. Looking you in the eye, dead fucking serious. If it can kill you, good. Be gone with you. The rest of us survive and get past whatever virus. I don't get into what it was or anything, but I don't want to go long. I want to talk about, for just a second, Konstantin and Marina. Konstantin is like, he was a perfume dealer for a long time. He sold the whale barf here, but now he does brine shrimp to feed bigger shrimp for food. Smart man, excellent man, but here's the most thing. He follows the formula. He's 61 years old, same as me, right? He has same haircut as me, shaved, tanned. He works out. He looks great. He's lean and he looks great. You know, he's about 5'10"ish, and his girlfriend is incredibly hot Russian 37-year-old. And here in Thailand, he could easily have a 27-year-old hot Thai. But that's for another time when I publish my post about the formula for old dudes, which will be for paid subscribers only at freetheanimal.com. And I'll just do an introductory video here. What do I want to talk about? Sheepishness and masks. All over the world, the mask stuff has been coming down. But Asia is a compliant nation, and Thailand is included in that. But as I blogged about in a previous post, it's the compliance, social compliance, isn't from laws so much. Well, yes, there was a mandate from the government to wear them. But the thing is that most stuff is really not laws and government. It's more social compliance. Now, in this case, there were masks, and they adopted them, little by little, back 2 years ago. And now they found it hard to toss them in the trash. It's funny. Us Farangs, Farang means a foreigner, or it means white foreigner, typically, for Thai people. It's just like when I lived in Japan for 5 years, white foreigners were called gaijin. So now here we're Farang. It was rather remarkable that when the mandate came off, and even the stores like 7-Eleven or Family Mart or anything did not enforce them anymore, everyone was still wearing them They're still wearing them on the street. They're still wearing them when they're riding the motorbike. And I'm like, what a bunch of sheep, right? I comply when I have to. But I hate it, and so as soon as it was off, it's not about respecting the government. It is about not getting fucking trouble. I've been stopped by Thai police, a dozen times because I didn't have a mask on. They have a helmet law. I never wear a helmet, and they never stop me for that. They could, but not wearing a mask, they'll stop me for that. It's absurd, but what's interesting to me is the observation of the social aspect of it. Is what is the compliance, right? So, say for example, you're Christian, and Jesus is my shepherd, right? Does he have jabs too? Does he inject you with drugs if you're sick as a sheep or a sheeple, right? And it's also ironic that that Jesus Christ is, another name is the Lamb of God. So you get to have an observation of how everybody is simply following some diktat of somebody. You think it's democracy, it's not. So if it is, so instead of one authority being successor to another, such as in a monarchy, you say, oh, we have democracy, but everybody elects an authority. Why? Because they want to be told what to do. And the other thing is they want to know what drugs they should take. Right? So, but in the last few days, it's getting a little bit better. And now more and more Farang like me are going in, riding the motorbike, going to the 7-Eleven, no mask. And now I'm starting to see Thai people going in without masks. So, just as much as it took to build up, it's taking to build down. All right, that should be it for today. Man, time flies when I'm talking this. All right.